Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's Dion Dalton here, and in today's video, I'm going to share with you the mindset that I've observed in online business owner, coaches, and consultants who win, adopted only through consistent losses. Oddly enough, this thought came to me through observing my then 4-year-old learning to play tennis. Sometimes it's the simplest things that escape our notice, yet these minor shifts in mindset can transform our businesses and our lives. In working with over 100 entrepreneurs and online business owners through the coaching program and company I founded called Push Alliance, where we make business growth easy for online coaches and consultants, I've been able to identify the characteristics of winners and what it takes to consistently earn $10,000 or more on a monthly basis and help members of my program achieve it by implementing the push methodology into their business. So stick around because I'm about to share what I've learned and been reminded of from this experience. And this is important because one thing that's often overlooked initially by many online coaching and consultant business owners and entrepreneurs in general is that there is no syllabus, no job description, and no clear blueprint to ensure we're following the right process. And this lack of structure leads to a lot of self-checking, second-guessing, and self-doubt. Paralysis by analysis is a real challenge faced by a lot of people, and I mean it's without a doubt one of the most common struggles that I've observed among online business owners. And I'm including myself in that mix as well because it's something that I've experienced firsthand. Perfection is a sickness that takes a lot of online business owners and entrepreneurs straight out. And that's why this observation of my daughter and one of her first tennis lessons stuck out to me so much. And this all started back in the pandemic, a time when social interactions were limited and elbow bumps became our new handshake. In those challenging times, I was determined to keep my then 3-year-old daughter socially engaged and physically active. And tennis seemed to be the perfect sport to start her athletic journey while keeping her connected to the world. So I purchased some tennis balls, cones, and a couple of child-sized tennis rackets with the hopes of just getting moving with her and working on her hand and eye coordination. And I remember taking the racket out of the plastic, brand new, and giving it to her, and her swinging around with it, excited to have a racket of her own. And from there, it was simple. Can we go and play tennis, Daddy? Those were her next words. Absolutely, I replied, filled with her enthusiasm. We began with basic hand and eye coordination exercises, tossing the ball and catching it, although she missed more often than not. Each successful catch was a victory celebrated with yeses and high fives. Anxious to play with her new racket, she asked, Daddy, can I hit it now? Okay, I said. So she grabs the racket and stands ready for me to toss it to her, and I do. The ball hits the floor, pops up, and she whiffs at it, missing everything. As a 3-year-old, her natural instinct was to chase after it and try again. Her swing's wild but determined. Each time the racket hit the ground, scraping against the concrete, I found myself cautioning her. No, baby, try to keep it in the air. We don't want to ruin your brand new racket. And it wasn't long after a few of those days that I realized I was going to need some assistance. But she was still young, so I did what I could with her for months and waited until she was 4, where I felt she could better understand instructions. So I began to look into getting some coaching for my daughter, and the day after her birthday, she started tennis practice with a local coach who provides, private tennis lessons. And immediately, I knew I made the right decision. He was able to quickly engage her and get her excited about playing and just having fun. The coach set up a drill with balls on floor cones, teaching her forehands and backhand shots. Each session, she would enthusiastically yell forehand or backhand as instructed, yet often, like every swing, her racket would scrape the ground. With each hit, she's taking a piece of the floor with her. Her racket is being scratched up. It's the complete opposite of what I told her to do. What I wanted her to be aware of with not scratching the floor. And it was at this moment that I realized how wrong I was and how ridiculous it was of me to think or expect anything else from a young child. You see, the coach didn't blink or bat an eye. He's seen and done this hundreds of times with young kids. He knows this is a part of the process they must go through in order to make it to the next phase. Just as a child must crawl before they walk and fail to stand hundreds of times before they actually do, there are no skipping steps. In my ignorance, because I knew, I had forgotten that she still needed to find that out. I was telling my daughter to not hit the floor because it's going to mess her racket up. But guess what? That's exactly what she needed to do in order to learn. In order to succeed, she needed to fail over and over and over again, because through those failures is what eventually creates her success. What I was reminded of, both for her and myself, is that we have to get scraped up, scarred, battered, and bruised to become better. There's power in that alone, because it shows that we're trying, putting in effort to learn and improve. If her racket were in perfect condition after just getting started, it would be clear that either no work has been put in or the effort is low. And to reach the next level, you have to work hard to progress through the level that you're on. And I often see online business owners striving to achieve consistent 5-figure months, but falling into the trap of constantly getting ready to get ready. Their focus on funnel updates, content creation, sales script prep, BS sales, client outreach strategies, new lead magnets, automation setups, and workflow updates, all of which matter far less than taking action and failing like my daughter did over and over again. Failing allows you to learn and adjust faster. Do you think my daughter cared about missing balls or whiffing a racket through the air? Absolutely not. And that has to be our approach. To grow our businesses, the two most important things are making our products and services more known to more people and solving more problems for the clients that we serve, thereby providing more value and becoming more valuable in the process. Before I even had a website, knew what a funnel or lead magnet was, or understood the importance of content or a sales script, I reached out to people, lots of people, to see if I could help them solve a problem I knew they had. Nothing I did was perfect. There was no rehearsal or getting ready to get ready. I just took action and figured it out along the way. Thankfully, I was able to help a lot of people. As I watched my daughter with her coach, embracing every mistake and learning from it, I was reminded of the broader perspective on growth and what's most important. And this applies to my interactions with fellow entrepreneurs in the PUSH program as well. Just like my daughter's tennis lessons, true progress in business requires facing challenges head on, not shying away from them in fear of making mistakes. Make the mistakes. I initially told my daughter, don't hit the floor because you're going to mess up your racket, which in hindsight was ridiculous. And similarly, as online business owners, we often let the desire for perfection, slip into our minds. And this is why reminders are crucial. This lesson transcends tennis. It applies universally across all endeavors. Whether you're developing a new product or service, strategizing a marketing campaign, navigating leadership challenges, working on your health and fitness, or improving your relationships, we have to get scratched up. The sooner we do this in our business and our lives, the faster we can make progress. Never aim for staying perfect, because you'll either never try or never take large enough risks to achieve significant progress. In summary, here are 4 great reminders and reiterations that can be taken away from this example and applied to your business journey. Number 1, embrace imperfection. Making mistakes is essential for growth and learning in business. Number 2, the path to progress is an absolute mess. It's filled with both challenges and setbacks, but it's all a part of the journey. And number 3, success comes from resilience, being willing to repeat efforts, learning valuable lessons along the way from every single failure. And number 4, let go of control and overthinking. Business is easiest when we keep it simple. Remember, your business can only grow in 2 ways: by making more money from current clients and by letting more people know about your services. In short, staying focused on these fundamentals will help you navigate the ups and downs of your business with confidence and clarity. But those are my thoughts from my experiences along my journey. There are many online business owners that feel stuck and isolated in their business, and I don't want you to be one of them. Until next time.